Hello there, this is Michael Lombard. Today I'm going to talk about how Kata plays well with strategy deployment. And this has been interesting as I've experimented more and more with the Toyota Kata approach, done many cycles of learning and coaching. It starts to make sense how the various elements of a lean transformation are not substitutes for one another or complementary of one another per se, but rather kind of symbiotic. They're actually relying upon each other to work well. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about the way that Kata can reinforce and support strategy deployment and vice versa. So this represents the mindset of how we approach endeavors, whether they be process improvement endeavors or business growth endeavors or personal improvement endeavors. When you practice your Kata a lot, you start thinking like this. You start to think, okay, what is my current condition? What is my target condition? What is my challenge? What is my vision? What are the obstacles standing in the way? This part over here related to the challenge and the vision is kind of in the domain of strategy deployment or Hoshinkanri. And because this mindset includes the challenge and the vision, this long-term strategic direction, it plays very nicely with strategy deployment. It kind of supports the efforts of a good strategy deployment system to get everybody rowing in the same direction and focus on common true north. Now the improvement kata, which consists of these 4 routines as shown here, is the way that we pursue improvement in the kata approach. And specifically, this first routine of understanding the direction or challenge is the routine that we practice over and over again every time we pursue an improvement, so that we become better at thinking in terms of strategic direction, in terms of what is the challenge, what is the Hoshin plan, what is that future state value stream map. Otherwise, we're just pursuing improvement in a scattershot fashion. We may get point Kaizen in one spot and another point Kaizen in another spot, but there's nothing guaranteeing that they're all contributing to helping us get to our challenge or to our vision the way that it does if we practice our kata and we understand the direction or challenge first. So that's just background on how kind of the kata approach helps us achieve our strategy and really deploy our Hoshin plans. But I want to give you a more specific example from my experience in healthcare. So there is this example that we call the Octa Kata, and basically I was working with a hospital CEO to develop a Hoshin plan or a strategy A3, whatever you want to call it, for the hospital for the year. And I wasn't sure if I was going to do a different technique for coaching him through his development of the strategy A3, but I just practiced my coaching kata, he practiced the improvement kata, and using an A3 we came up with their Hoshin plan, and it showed the current condition, the target condition, and the challenge. And we immediately started connecting the dots. Not only is A3 and kata playing well together, but also our Hoshin planning, our strategy deployment was playing well with kata, because we saw that the target condition at the hospital level made for a good challenge at the hospital director level, at the department level. And there were 8 of these directors, hence the term Octa Kata. But it was really great in helping us achieve alignment. And so again, the improvement kata just kind of has this mechanism built into it, which is nice. But there's more to it than that. There's also the coaching kata, which, because the CEO can be the coach for these hospital directors, there's a built-in mechanism by which we can cascade the strategy out to these directors in a very actionable manner through the coaching cycles. So our catch ball doesn't have to be some separate ad hoc activity that's aimed at cascading. It's just built into our improvement kata, coaching kata, learner-coach relationship. So less to worry about, really. It's just kind of built right into the method. So if you just practice your kata, the catch ball will occur to some extent. You may have to do some ad hoc catch ball to reinforce that, but a lot of it can be done through this mechanism, which is nice.